Despite a year of relative quiet and the formation of a new state government in February 2026, Manipur is once again seeing unrest. This unrest, viewers, follows a brutal bomb attack on April 7 in Bishnupur, which killed 2 children and sparked a fresh wave of ethnic clashes and protests across the Imphal Valley. Internet suspensions and curfews have returned to several districts as security forces ensure to contain the resurgence of violence, adding a startling international dimension to the crisis. India's National Investigation Agency recently arrested American national Matthew Van Dyke, along with 6 Ukrainians. Van Dyke, a self-described freedom fighter and documentary filmmaker, known for his involvement in the Libyan civil war, was detained in March 2026. This raises a troubling question. Is the unrest in Manipur being fueled by foreign powers? And if yes, who is behind these targeted attacks? Joining me on the broadcast is Colonel Shanti Kumar Sapam, originally from Manipur. He served with the Assam Rifles in his home state during the 1990s. Colonel Sapam, having served in Manipur during the volatile 1990s, how does the current unrest compare with what you witnessed back then? And are we seeing a repeat of history, or is it something fundamentally different? Colonel Sapam, am I audible to you?
Yeah, I'm audible to you, but I can't see the video.
Sorry, Colonel Sapam, is my voice reaching you?
Yes, your voice is reaching me, but I can't see the video.
All right, Colonel Sapam, I'll tell our producers to fix it, but I will ask you the question again. Now, Colonel Sapam, the fact that you served in Manipur during the volatile 1990s, how does the current unrest compare with what you witnessed back then? And are we seeing a repeat of history, or is this something fundamentally different?
Good afternoon, Shali ji. It's the first time that I'm coming to your and my salute to the nation. Well, I was posted in the Assam Rifles from 1994 to 98. That was way back. And I was on deportation. And that time I was posted at the most sensitive village, which is called Sanakatel. Again, today is very sensitive now because the clash is taking place as of now. Currently, right now also it is taking place. And in 1988, after a stint of around four years there, I could maintain the peace over there without even a slap given to anybody, any community. And my company was lifted from there and came out. Now today, the dimension is totally different. Well, Myanmar, the interest of China is very much there. And the interest of the United States of America is also very much there. And it was me who brought out the Burma Act. What was Burma Act? It was me who brought out for the first time in the Indian national TV in Times Now in September 2024. What is Burma Act? And the interest of the US in this region. And the geography and the location of this place. So we have to understand what is Burma Act and who are involved in this. And the ethnographic, the people who are staying over here, the ethnography of this place. These are very important, which we all must understand. Now, one American mercenaries with another 6 Ukrainians, they were caught in India very recently. These are all, when you connect the dots, it is there. But what happened is this time, the dimension is totally different. Previously, in 1993, the clash was between the Kukis and Nagas. And though this kind of angle was not so much, but little bit was there from the Kuki side. But this time, it's totally, there's a, involvement of foreign, foreign hands. Burma Act was signed on the 23rd of December 2024. No, 2022. It was fined on 23rd December 2022. And after 4 months and 16 days, the mayhem took place in Manipur on 3rd of May 2023. We can imagine this also. And thereafter, there were journalists from the United States at Churchandpur on this particular day. And many things had happened. And I had spoken many things also in the News 9 and the News 18 on these aspects. There was discussion on News 9, with Savio Ludwig from Goa. And all these things had taken place. Now, this time the Kukis, they are taking on the Meiteis as well as the Nagas also. So, in the meantime, they have been able to construct a very important road, which is called German Road and the Tiger Road, connecting Churchandpur and Kangpukpi, bypassing complete Imphal. The routes they have chosen and how they have constructed in this due course of time, how they have taken More and how they are trying to take, Jiribam recently in this class. These are all we have to connect out and we have to understand various things. And what I could say is the Meiteis and the Nagas will also have to understand, and that the Kukis who are already there in India or in Manipur, we all have to understand. The Manipur government says, as per the notification, all those people who came before 1961, they are all Indians and they are all Manipuris. But those people who come after 1961, they are foreigners. That is what the stand of the Chief Minister, the former Chief Minister, is saying. And he took 3 actions. One is against the illegal immigrants, and the second one is against the poppy cultivation, war on drugs, and the third is, encroachment in the forests. Encroachment in the forest, making village. So this was the thing which he started taking action against them. And on 3rd May, the mayhem took place for nothing, Meitei demanding SC. And Meitei demanding SC is their birthright. There are only 15 lakhs, hardly 15 lakhs Meiteis in Manipur. And they are backward. The Meiteis were categorized by the British as the Meiteis in all the census. Census conducted with effect from 1891 to 1931. 1931. 1941 there was no census because of the Second World War, and the Meiteis were left out in the census, in the not scheduled in the scheduled tribe list in 1951. And the Meiteis demanded that, and that is their legitimate right. And against that, you can imagine a mayhem took place with all the nefarious activities. So we need to understand, the country needs to understand what is happening around. There were a lot of explosives, then detonators, then cortex found in Mizoram last year in thousands. And there was also a tunnel which a vehicle could go through, connecting Myanmar and the Mizoram. Laldu Homa went to US before the US president election. So all these things are, all interconnected. I would not say that the clash is between the Meiteis and the Kukis. I would say that there's a, deep state involved in this very heavily, because the game for the power is over here in this region. China is very, very thickly involved since a long time in Myanmar. It is their survival. If they in the struggle for the power, if they have to survive, then they have to be involved. And to counter that, US also has to do, and India also has to do something. So in the vicious circle, as per the geography, location of Manipur, we are the sufferers basically. And the deep state could find one community who always say yes today. So this is the main thing which I could make out. in the whole scenario, and it is going to take time. It is going to take time. Many Kuki friends, they ring up to me, they also understand the thing, but then, under some power, some people are still working on it. So I feel that we all need to understand, the state government need to understand, the central government need to understand, and the people who are staying over here, we all need to understand and work together, come to a common consensus, and we must work with the same principle. This is what I would like to submit here.
Now, Colonel Sapam, the arrest of foreign nationals, including Matthew Van Dyke, raises serious concerns. Does this align, according to you, with known patterns of external interference, or does it seem unusual?
See, what happened is, recently the Chief Minister went to Silchar, Ziribam, and he spoke to both the communities. And then the next day, there was one RPG, and there was a blast, and two children were killed. The mother was, but well, fine. He gave the case to the, he handed over the case to the NIA. Now he went to, More. No, correction, not More, Ukhrul. He went to Ukhrul. And the next day, two Tangkhul chaps were ambushed on the way. And there was involvement of sniper shot. Professionalism. Let's see this professionalism. So there are some group who do not want peace to prevail in Manipur. I will just tell you one thing. There was a boy called Rishikanta. His wife was in Churchandpur. He took permission from their organization, CSOs and all, and he went to Churchandpur, stayed with the wife for some time. He was caught by some militants over there, and video, in front of the video, he was shot and circulated. After some time, one Kuki Joe person came to Imphal to his wife's place. We welcomed him. There was nothing. He went from here very happily. And the Meiteis have forgotten that there was a clash. This year, in the Holi festival and all, it was celebrated in such a big way. We have forgotten that there was a clash over here. Life started coming again. And when the Chief Minister starts something to do to bring peace in this
Colonel
state,
Sapam, we're short on time, so I will have to interrupt you, but we do hope peace is restored very soon in the beautiful state of Manipur, of course. Thank you so much for joining me